And we're also following developing political news on First at 4. The $47.5 billion state budget is now heading to the Louisiana Senate. Just a short time ago, it passed the state house unanimously. And the budget includes $166 million in bonus pay for teachers. And also happening at the state capitol today, Governor Landry makes his case for a 2-week constitutional convention. In a news conference today, Landry says the proposed convention is about giving the state legislature the tools it needs to address the state's problems.
The people get the opportunity to finally say, okay, we either want to keep all the special interests in the Constitution and keep the state where it is, or we want to give the legislature an opportunity and fill their toolbox with more tools.
And voters will get a chance to decide in November. Meanwhile, the governor is standing behind a bill that would deny public access to government records. And as reporter Chris Joseph shows us, the governor is questioning taxpayers' rights to know how some government decisions are made.
Do taxpayers have the right to know how those government decisions are made?
Well, I mean, listen, that's a great question. Do they? They elect us with full confidence that we're going to go out there and solve those problems. When we make that decision, those decisions are public. It becomes the policy of the state. But all of the pre-decisions, you don't go into I'll give you a great example. Let me ask you. When you go to a restaurant, you go over there and watch the cook make everything he serves you? No, you just walk into a restaurant, those restaurants that you think serve a great meal, and you order that great meal. You don't want to know what the cook put in there, where he got the ingredients, how many people were involved in cooking it. All you care about is a good meal. That's what the people of this state are looking for. They're looking for elected officials to go out there and to solve their problems. This bill helps us to do that.
So is that a no? Is that a no, sir? Governor Landry doubled down on his support for a bill that would decimate taxpayer access to public records. The bill, filed by Senator Heather Cloud, would allow governments to withhold records on how government decisions are made. That includes emails, texts, calendars, and a host of other records. Critics say it's an assault on transparency.
This exception is a repeal of the public records law. What document is not a part of the decision-making process of your local government? These are our tax dollars, my tax dollars.
Landry has argued public record requests have been weaponized.
A constant barrage, which then creates a chilling effect on our ability to solve the problems that the people elected us to do.
Fox 8 political analyst Mike Sherman says public records can be embarrassing for public leaders, but making them public can help improve policy outcomes.
Well, I was a government official at one time, and I can tell you, I hated public records requests. I'm sure the governor does or will as well, but it's part of living in a democracy. He's clearly trying to limit the amount of public records his office has to disclose. You know, he made an analogy to a chef cooking a meal in a kitchen. Well, I'll tell you something. When I'm ordering seafood, I want authentic Louisiana seafood. I want to know what's in that dish. I don't want that cheap foreign stuff.
Specifically, which deliberative records pose a risk in your view?
If I got to explain to you what the deliberative process is, you don't...
No, sir. Which records specifically, sir? Which records specifically? Republican state senators have indicated the bill will need to be scaled down before it could pass the Senate.
And the legislation still has a way to go. If it passes the Senate, it will still need to pass out of the House of Representatives.
And if that happens, it will then go to the governor for his signature.